Hello, welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm
Hi.
Branson Quirk. Why'd you interrupt my hello?
I'm sorry. It was so chaotic. I was fixing my hair. I didn't know they were gonna I'll go live.
Hello. That's how it felt. That's how it felt.
I know.
You know.
I was like, did they just catch me fixing my hair?
You did, yeah.
Yes.
How you doing today?
Okay. Do you want to redo your intro?
Yeah. Hey, welcome to the TMZ podcast. I'm Branson Quirk.
And I'm Kay McCabe.
Kay McCabe. That's a cool name.
Kay McCabe.
Flows very, very well.
Can I tell you a really quick short story?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. When I was a news reporter back in my day, they allow you to pick a stage name or whatever. I could have been Camille Snow if I wanted to. But my family calls me KK, and I shortened it to K, and Kay McCabe went well, and I stuck with it. That was my...
Wait, so Kay McCabe is your stage name?
Yep. It's not
McCabe is not your actual name?
No, McCabe is. K isn't.
But wait, Kay is not your name?
No. You
What?
know this, Branson.
What's your real name? Can you say it on here?
Sure, Kiaja.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it's close to K.
Yeah,
Because there's
close.
a K in it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, awesome.
Is Branson your real name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I'm a real one.
Quark, what is it?
It's a real name.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's it, everybody. Thanks, everybody. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so exclusive breaking news. We just broke this on the site. We actually were going to talk to you guys all about Britney Spears, which we will get to in her DUI charge being dropped. But we got to talk about Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively have settled their legal war.
It's over with. It's done.
Finally. It's over.
It ends with a settlement.
You took that from the site.
I did.
You took that from the site.
Man, you ain't got to call me out.
Well, I'm just trying to give credit to the person that wrote it. I think it was Ryan.
Yes.
It was. Maybe
Very
Harvey.
clever.
But yeah, so both sides have agreed to settle shortly before trial began. The trial was supposed to start in May.
About 2 weeks from here.
And there's supposed to be a lot. As we know, the sexual harassment portion of the lawsuit has been completely thrown out, but the retaliation portion remained. Blake claimed that she lost $161 million due to the retaliation by Justin Baldoni.
Yeah.
So right now, there's a joint statement so far from both parties. Quote, the end product, the movie It Ends With Us, is a source of pride to all of us who work to bring it to life. Raising awareness and making a meaningful impact in the lives of domestic violence survivors and all survivors is a goal that we stand behind.
Yes.
Have you seen the movie?
I haven't seen the movie, but I do want to comment and say, we've been covering this, following it very closely for the last few weeks. It was so messy. And to think that this wasn't even the trial, I'm glad it ended now because, man, that trial would have been so messy. And, I mean, more things would have came out that the world just probably didn't need to know.
Well, it's interesting because it almost seems like there's a 50-50 side with Blake and Justin. Honestly, feels more like Justin a little bit.
Okay.
Because every time we come on here, at least the TMZ audience seems to be a little more pro team Justin.
Justin, yes.
Justin.
I did get that feel.
Your chair is very low. You want to bring it up?
Am I low?
Very low.
Are you getting notes that I'm low? We're going to have to adjust the camera.
Bring it up. Here we go. There we go. Is that better?
You better get me standing tall and proud But I like to keep a low profile anyway. So.
I'm just looking.
It just, this settlement just comes, abruptly in a way. And what are your thoughts? Were you always leaning towards, and do you have thoughts on that? Were you kind of leaning towards Justin?
Well, I do believe both sides had their problems. Justin Baldoni, to me, this is not rooted in fact at all, but Justin Baldoni always seemed to me like one of those guys. Have you heard the late night voice note that he left?
I have listened to a few of those, yes.
Or
was it one?
Because
there was a few leaked audios on both parts.
But I'm talking about the one like with the breastfeeding and everything that he mentions. And he's like, oh man, you, Blake, I just, you breastfeeding. You probably were so annoyed that I'm calling you. Things like that, the vocal fry.
Yeah.
We all know a guy like Justin Baldoni. We've all run into somebody like that.
Sure.
The vibe I got was he's one of those guys that plays the I'm the good guy.
Yeah.
But behind the scenes, a little creepy.
Okay, but on the flip side, I don't know if you've ever seen those clips of Blake Lively, and she's interviewing with different interviewers, and the one that the interviewer was like, "Oh, you got a little bump right there," and then Blake, when she was pregnant, Blake Lively responds to the interviewer who's not pregnant. She's like, "You got a little bump," And there was a whole era with Blake Lively where everybody was like, "She is a villain. She's very mean," and so. When this started to happen and we started covering it so closely, that was my perception. Like, oh, Blake Lively is a mean girl, and sometimes, mean girls, are the cry wolf, type vibe. And so I was kind of leaning more towards Justin Baldoni, but I mean, settlements really, there's so much statements behind settlements other than the statement given. Like there's just, this will never have a real conclusion.
No, it won't. And the damage has been done.
Yeah.
Obviously. Justin's career, Blake's career.
Oh, yeah.
So you being, do you watch movies?
Of course, I love it.
So let's say a new Blake Lively blockbuster movie comes out. Are you going to see it? Would you pay for a ticket?
Yeah, I don't care to anymore.
Does this affect it? It does.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, she had that little era before all this happened where I already thought like, wow, she's really rude to people who are interviewing her. And as someone who interviews people, as well, like, we get it. Celebrities probably are asked 1,000 questions a day and probably get annoyed, but we're doing a job as much as they're doing a job. So I already had my perceptions on her, and this didn't help as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And there was no apology or anything
that
was listed in this at all.
Yeah.
It looks like it's just over. So now we're in the rebuild sector. They're done with this. They can go back to movies. They can go back to acting.
And supposedly no one won from this. No one is a winner.
Nobody. It seems like Justin won, though.
Do you think so?
Even though I said what I said, it feels like Justin came out of this a little less unscathed.
We got Antonio saying nobody won.
I don't believe that.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, Branson.
There's always a winner. There's always a winner.
I guess,
if you look at the end of the day.
This, like Kay was saying, this is just such a messy trial from the beginning. One person saying one thing, the other person saying another thing, and then they just go back and forth, and you didn't know who was telling the truth. And
it's like you and a friend fall out, and then next thing you know, I'm going to tell your secrets, and you're going to tell my secrets, and we're both going to try to get even. Nobody wins. We're throwing each other under the bus, telling each other sacred information that we trusted each other with at one point. Nobody's a winner. We both look like losers, and we both hit below the belt when we didn't have to go there.
So who comes back quicker? I think Blake. She's got Ryan Reynolds on her side. She's got more money, I think.
Yeah, probably Blake.
Probably Blake.
Yeah.
Probably Blake.
Blake. I arguably think she's the bigger one out of the two anyway.
Have you had a falling out with a friend before?
Too many.
Really?
But jealousy goes into play, and sometimes people are at different points in their lives, and so you outgrow people too.
I've never had a falling out.
Good, as you shouldn't.
Not one.
But women are different.
That is true.
It's catty over here.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
Cat fight.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, on to Britney, another woman.
Britney Spears. So today, officially, her DUI charge has been dropped. It's been reduced to a, quote, wet reckless. If you don't know do you know what that means?
Wet and reckless?
Wet. Every shot I did today, every station kept saying that. No, wet, reckless.
No, I don't know what that is.
So it's reserved for folks who don't have a long history of DUI.
Okay.
It's their first DUI. This was Britney Spears' first DUI, which is actually kind of surprising.
Oh,
right?
that's mean to say.
I'm not saying it's. Actually, I did just say that.
Yeah,
it's surprising, but I mean, after everything that's happened, she's avoided being behind the wheel when she has her meltdown.
Has she ever got, okay, this is driving under influence. I know there's DWI, which is a little different,
which
right?
Which is what Justin Timberlake was charged with.
Yes.
So that's driving under the influence of, it's a little less alcohol. It could be drugs.
Yeah.
It's more gray area.
Yeah,
But here's the facts. So this morning, her lawyer appeared in court in Ventura County. And honestly, this is interesting because it's her first DUI, but the judge did put down some strict terms.
Yes.
So she is to be on 12 months of probation, and any violation could result in jail time. And she's also to not possess any drugs without a valid prescription, and she must continue mental health treatment, substance abuse treatment, and there's a required treatment schedule of a psychologist once per week and a psychiatric appointment twice per month.
And
it's a lot here.
No, it's not. Let me tell you why it's not.
For one DUI?
For a 40-year-old woman with kids who's been in and out of rehab for the last 15, 20 years, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
It's not a lot. It's not a lot to me. It's get your life together, especially because, Britney's in the public eye. She has a fan base of millennials on down to Gen Z. And so people are watching you and people are looking up after you. And so, you should be leading the way. Unfortunately, you do have that type of power and responsibility because you are Britney Spears. And like I said, this is not, it may be her first DUI, but this is not her first time, in this type of trouble where she has to lead to rehab, which she didn't even stay at the rehabilitation center that long. She was only there for 17 days.
Some people believe that possibly when the reduced charge came around, the wet reckless was reduced to that, that while in rehab, she goes, oh, it's a wet reckless. I don't have to prove to the judge anymore.
Right.
I can go home.
Yeah.
She wasn't even in court.
So she would have been better off doing 60 or 90 days in rehab and showing the judge, hey, I can stay and I can learn a thing or two and come out better. And the judge probably wouldn't have given her all these, restrictions.
Yeah. She's in the chauffeur. She's got her feet kicked up. She's probably just chilling. I mean,
she's okay.
If you're a celebrity, I feel like this is not as tough as it is for the everyday Joe.
No.
It's a slap on the wrist.
Slap on the wrist.
It's a slap on the wrist. NBD. No big deal.
Yeah.
Go home.
Yeah.
She's going to do exactly what she did before. She just can't fly to Mexico to get Adderall.
Right.
But she can fly to Mexico probably. But I don't know if she can travel outside of the state or not, or travel at all. But yeah, so, hopefully Britney sticks to it, because if she veers, jail time.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, moving on.
We don't really have a third story today, but
it's Met Monday.
It's Met Monday, so you wanted to talk about Met Monday.
I did. So if you don't know what Met Monday is, Met Gala, it is the first Monday of May every year. So it's Met Monday, but this year it's going to be quite different. So there are tons of people, not specifically celebrities, going to the Met Gala, but there are tons of fans of the Met Gala who are saying, we're protesting this year and we hope celebrities protest with us. Due to Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez, of course, over Amazon, they're the primary sponsor of the Met Gala this year. And of course, as you know, Jeff and Lauren are proud supporters of ICE and Trump and that initiative. And so people are saying that that's one reason why we went to protest, as well as there's tons of Amazon workers from the distribution centers and in the, what do you call them? In the, all the Amazon workers are, not all of them, but a good chunk of them are saying that, hey, not only are we not paid right, but the working conditions are terrible and we're living paycheck to paycheck. We're not having proper bathroom breaks, just random stuff. And they're like, while Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez are proudly rich and showing off, how much money they have and how easy it is to live in their, comfortability bubble.
Tony worked at Amazon, so he can fill us in a little bit.
So are you asking about like all the urine bottle
conditions and all that? You would know, you were there.
Yeah, I would say Amazon, like as far as stability goes, like if you just need a job, you need it quick, fine.
Yeah.
But like as far as a happy place to work, as far as a fulfilling place to work, I mean, like, dude, people, they would monitor your bathroom breaks at my facility, like how long you were gone. If you were gone for too long.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Like a prison.
Yeah. Like this didn't happen at my facility that I worked at, but like all these allegations of workers having to pee in bottles, I absolutely believe them.
And that's actually one of the things, the rumors on the street is that there are supposedly like 1,000 little small bottles of fake urine or real urine. We never know.
Juice.
Probably apple juice hidden around like where the Met Gala is.
Oh.
And
people have like jobs.
Yeah, and actually, I think it was Jeff Bezos.
The time they hide all this stuff. Protest.
Jeff Bezos' condo in New York City had like a hologram of a PSA of a real Amazon worker, and she was like, "Jeff Bezos, I live paycheck to paycheck while you're going on vacations with your wife and living a lavish life, and you're hosting the Met this year." And
what's the problem with that?
I guess the problem,
like, if I'm rich,
and
like, why is it my responsibility if my employee's working paycheck to paycheck?
Because he's one of the richest men in the world.
Branson, that's a crazy question.
No, it is not.
It's an insane question.
Welcome to capitalism.
Okay. I think
I'm just saying.
I hear you. I think where people get it wrong is they expect other people to care. And what I've learned in this life is dog eat dog world, people don't care. But I just think that kind of like when the NBA has a lockout. You know, they have that privilege where the players are like, I don't want to play. And the NBA sees that the players are like, you need me more than I need you. Amazon workers don't have that luxury because, like Antonio said, like if you need a quick job, people are going to apply. So unfortunately, as much as the Amazon can't live and thrive without their workers, they don't have enough workers that are living good like the NBA players who are able to have a lockout or whatever.
Let me tell you something about Amazon. That work is not fulfilling.
Yeah.
At all.
No.
You know what it is? Monotonous.
So already I'm doing shitty work that I don't care about. But on top of that, I'm not getting paid. I'm not having regular bathroom breaks, probably not having lunch breaks. Like on top of all this, and you can't sit down and call a meeting to your company and say, look, we run one of the probably the top company in the whole wide world, and our workers are unhappy. Let's figure out what we can do about it. Let's, move the budgets around. I don't know how it is to be in the C-suites of life, but
I agree. I mean, conditions are the most important thing. 100%.
Yeah, imagine you were here and Harvey said y'all can have one 15-minute bathroom break every 3 hours.
That's more than I take right now, to be honest with you.
Well,
I don't even take lunch some days.
I don't take lunch ever, but I just think that, we're blessed and lucky to be in a place where it's a little bit more free flow and we're able to make ends meet. But other people aren't living like that, and they're watching their CEO of their company and their owner of their company live a lavish life. And I get their frustration.
He does have a lot of money. And it's not just a
lot of
money. Like it's what, $100-200 billion?
Bro,
but then
it would not surprise me if he's a trillionaire in the next 10 years.
Oh yeah. But didn't Jeff Bezos start his company in like a garage or something like that? Or maybe that was the Google guy.
All the big guys.
Yeah.
Garage.
So, but you take that, and I'll wrap it up. You take that, and it's just like, where did you separate that from reality? Why aren't you in touch with reality today? Because just as much as you started from the bottom, we're starting from the bottom, but you're forgetting where you come from. And so I think people want that care and that touch of reality coming from Jeff Bezos, but he's like billions of dollars from where he was when he started Amazon. And I get it, respect to him, but you can't forget the little people at the bottom because they're the ones who are making the company.
Solution. $2 raise, everybody.
Bye, Branson.
No. $2 per hour. That's a lot of money. He can swing it.
Nobody can live off of 20.
No. $2 extra per hour across the board would be a massive hit for Amazon.
In today's economy, no, it is not.
I don't even think.
How much should the raise be?
I don't even think it's a raise. It's
wait. Are you saying the Amazon workers should be getting paid like $30?
No, I think they should start with the working conditions.
You absolutely, especially with Amazon Prime and all their promises.
But it depends on what you're doing. That's the thing. Depends on what you're doing, because a lot of jobs, like my girlfriend works at Starbucks. She makes under $30 an hour, and she works her butt off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that doesn't take away that they don't have to work there.
But that doesn't mean that she should be making $40 an hour.
I think we should start with the working conditions, and then we'll go to like pay.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Oh, we have the PGM on. Okay, it ends with us. Settlement, Seniors Hangout. Finally, some rich people who can. Finally, rich people who can afford to sue. Still, Team Blake. Okay, we got a Team Blake in the audience.
Yes.
Okay, want to go next one?
This is a huge defeat for Blake. David said that. I don't think there's winners. I don't think anyone's defeated or anyone is the winner.
Yeah, nobody won.
Yeah.
It's really just like little things now. MG Puckett, I was really looking forward to Justin standing up to Blake Lively, who has shown herself to be a bully to those who do not have as much power as she or her husband, Ryan Reynolds, does. Honestly, no one thought this was actually going to go to a real trial.
Right.
And look what happened.
I wish it did, though. It would have been great for us.
We would have
had a story.
Out a lot of receipts. I think that Blake tried to.
That's what I'm saying. They knew to cut it quick. So Met Gala, Krista Helicopter 007. Yay, Met Monday. Can we also talk about how a robot is walking out of the Mark Hotel to walk the Met Gala? We're going to see that many times in this next 50 years. Trust me. There's going to be robots in dresses and with couple robots.
I think the Met Gala loses its charm if we're having robot models.
We're going to have dresses that have like holograms and electric words and all that good stuff.
Isn't it like $100,000 a ticket to go to the gala?
It is. And not all the time is
the
person who dresses you, not all the time do they give it to you for free. Sometimes they make you pay.
Even the person that dresses you?
Yeah. Like if I'm wearing a all Gucci outfit, sometimes they'll give it to me. Sometimes they'll say, nope, pay for this outfit.
That's wild.
You want to rock it.
What a bunch of nonsense.
Drama.
The Met Gala.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's just a rich people party to me.
Mm-hmm.
One day I'll be there, though.
I know. In no way am I rich either, you know.
I am.
So
I'm rich in life.
What do you think of the working conditions?
Here?
Yeah.
At TMZ? I'm cool,
Good
fine,
snacks
and dandy.
over there.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. If TMZ gives us snacks and lunches on Fridays, Amazon could be pulling a little bit more strings.
We have it very good.
Yeah.
We have it very good.
We are living luxury over here compared to other people.
Of course.
So there's no complaints on my end.
You know.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Bye.